Hey guys, Richard here from the Dr. Dispatch team. The one thing that everyone seems to have a lot of trouble with setting up lately is outgoing email. Outgoing email is not hard to set up, but there are a handful of variable options giving users a ton of trouble. This video will guide you through a setup and look at a few common errors and issues and their causes. So first, you set email up in the famous System Setup menu off the main screen in Dr. Dispatch. This will give you our list of tabbed setup areas, and what we're looking for is to click into Preferences and from there go into Email Settings. Now you'll see mine's already set up for Gmail. Now I use Gmail because there's a lot of productivity tools built into it, like Boomerang and Reportive, and it helps me stay up to date on things. But really, most of the trouble comes from Gmail, because Gmail needs you to have this SSL checkbox checked, and the port can either be 587 or 465. And the outgoing mail is right here, SM is in motel, tp.gmail.com. Simple Mail Transport Protocol. Think of it like that. So when you get this set up, you hit Test Settings, and it will send an email from yourself to yourself. If you get no error messages and check your inbox and there's an email from Dr. Dispatch yourself, then you've got it set up and you can move on. So let's look at 3 errors that can happen, 2 or 3 errors. First, let me mess up the outgoing mail server name. So I'm going to maybe put 2 S's here on accident. I'm going to hit Test Settings. And it's going to try to send this mail. And there we get an error. It says socket error, some numbers. These don't matter. A lot of people email in and say I'm getting a socket error. Almost every email error message in the program says socket error. And this is a Windows error. So I don't have a lot of control over what this says. The key information here is it says host not found, and it's talking about the mail host, which is here. So fixing that will make it go through. The next thing is, what if I have the default email port of 25? Non-secure email works on port 25. Secure socket layer email, like I know Gmail, but I think Hotmail and Yahoo probably require this, will use 465 or 587. I'm going to test the settings again, and we're going to get the same socket error, different numbers, and a different message. We'll give it a second to time itself out. It does try really hard to send the email for you. Dr. Dispatch is always working hard for you. We're still going. The port errors do take the longest, and here we go. So this says connection timed out, which is a little bit misleading. Doesn't say wrong port or incorrect port. Just saying it tried to send the email through that port and something went wrong. And before it could finish, it timed out. But if I change that to 587, it would work. So another thing could be credentials. I'm going to mess up my username and test again. Go through this, and there we go. Using a password not accepted. Learn more at support.google, blah, blah, blah. So those are the 3 common mistakes that people make. And this SSL thing is required as well. So for Gmail it is. So if you have trouble, the first thing you want to do before you email us or call us, verify who your email provider is, and either Google or look up their documentation on outgoing mail settings and match it with this screen. If you can't find that, get with us. Always tell me, or whoever you're talking to, who your outgoing mail provider is, because we've set up hundreds of these, and we have a pretty good grounding on who does what. If we don't, we Google. Google is your friend here. So Now, there we go, guys. I might also mention that if your email screen does not look like this, you have an older version of Dr. Dispatch. Probably would want to email me at support@drdispatch.com or drdispatch@gmail.com to get just me, and let me know that you need to check your support status to see if you get a free upgrade. If so, we've built some email features in recently in the last 6 months that are really worth looking into, because the old system was not working. We found out that some providers were changing how the protocols worked and were causing some errors. So that's it, guys. You can look forward to more of these short, informal videos covering basic stuff and new features. And as always, if you have a suggestion, drop me an email. Hit the Make a Suggestion button on the home screen of Dr. Dispatch right here. And always looking forward to hear from you. Call us, email us. That's our preferred method. And just let us know what's going on. Thanks, guys.